my first fight with him, he came to me. He had a partially torn Achilles, and so that was right before his Angulo fight back in Oklahoma City. And we had about 10, 12 weeks to prepare with a partially torn Achilles. And so I did a full assessment. His balance was horrible. His foot intrinsic, so like his feet were all kind of pointing in different directions. The toes were all weird. His balance was horrible, core, everything.
I guarantee you by the time I'm finished, I'm gonna be one of the greatest fighters of all time.
So today is a special day. We just got the Ring magazine, and guess who's on the cover? It's been a long time coming, man. I've been professional now 12 years. I've been boxing 25 years. You can see all the work I've done, and I'm very happy. I'm very grateful for everything I've done in my career. I'm very grateful for my people that have been around me.
I think he is an all-time great already in here and in here. So now he just got to show it. I think he's been building the right building blocks. I think he already has one of the better resumes in boxing. And I think this is the perfect time and perfect opportunity to show people what greatness looks like and how greatness is being manufactured and how greatness is being shaped.
David Benavidez and Gilberto Ramírez showcase relentless intensity in training, with every session marked by discipline and focus. Guided by coach Jose Benavidez Sr., Benavidez's morning routine is built around strength, conditioning, and motivation, helping sharpen his preparation for elite-level boxing competition.
64 days to go. 10 more seconds. It's always you against yourself, baby. It's the morning session, the 6 a.m. session. So this morning we did our run, and I'm starting the sprints. I introduced them slowly to regular, and then we did incline sprints so we can get a lot more lactic acid. But it's an incline, so it's not going as fast, but still fast enough. Like see that second wind? Remember I told you? It's there. I got it up, but we got to continue that. You brought the pressure, I got to continue it. So it's important to have that wavelength and have that program set for that. And then we got to go to boxing gym after. I'm going to give him break 3-4 hours, and then sleep, get some food in you, rest, a lot of water. Fascia system needs hydration. So I got to make sure he keeps drinking. Drink that water.
David Benavidez proudly owns his personal gym where he trains with full focus and intensity, saying that the environment helps him relax, recharge, and prepare mentally for the physical and mental challenges of professional boxing.
I know there's a lot of things that we could accomplish, and there's a lot of things that we could give back, not only to our people, but to our community, you know what I mean? We got a lot of fighters here. One of our friends painted this. He goes to the first Benavidez boxing gym, the one in Burien. He paints them all himself, so he's a talented brother. So but yeah, this is my dad's design, you know what I mean? This is actually my first time, starting training camp here in this gym.
I hear a lot of love there, man.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So this is like blood. This is more than just boxing.
It kind of puts me into that place of relaxation. So for when I come here to the gym, all my thoughts are in line, and I know exactly what I need to work on.
Jose Benavidez Jr. admits that every time his younger brother David Benavidez steps into the ring, he feels concern for the opponent, knowing firsthand the destructive power and heavy punches David brings every single time he fights.
Steps in the ring, I'm very concerned for the opponents, the sparring partners, but at the end of the day, we have to do it, these guys are taking a lot of punishment.
David Benavidez explains that his family is the main driving force behind his motivation, inspiring him every day to give his absolute best, while boxing remains his lifelong passion and the ultimate purpose that continues to push him forward.
And it makes me happy. This is my passion. Like I said, my family keeps me motivated. My wife, my children, my father, my mother, my brothers, and just the people that support me. The type of fighter I am, I've never been an intimidating type of guy outside the ring. Like if you see me, I'm a nice guy, probably people think I won't hurt a fly. But when I get into the ring, it's a completely different story. And it's been like that since I've been a little kid. Since I was 14 years old, people would always look at me, laughing at me. When I was in the gym before a sparring session, I was like, we're gonna beat this little fat kid's you know what I mean? He's nothing. I'd get in the ring, a monster comes out. It's been like that since I was a little kid. I feel like boxing is like the best representation of life. You gotta fight for what you believe, and you gotta go all in or not at all. Because if you don't go all in, you're not gonna manifest your...
Mike Holston praises David Benavidez for his relentless work ethic, recognizing his greatness and explaining how David's dedication personally inspires him to push harder, stay disciplined, and continue striving for excellence in life.
I love watching you in the gym. You're very inspiring. Seeing you work hard every day, I love it. I'm just doing it for cardio, but I see a warrior like yourself, and I'm like, man, this dude's no joke, man. Keep up the great work. God bless you and your family, man. Knock everybody out. Get the belts, get the money, and get out.
On the other hand, Gilberto Ramírez trains relentlessly in the gym, declaring that he feels fully prepared, calm, and confident with no nerves, knowing he has given his absolute best for this fight. Moreover, Zurdo expresses strong excitement, saying he cannot wait to step into the ring with David Benavidez, eager to showcase his preparation, determination, and complete readiness for the upcoming clash.
It's calm because I know that I've been working hard for this fight, and I've been working so good, and I can't wait. It's just a matter of time.
Chris Wong, his physical therapist, praises Gilberto Ramírez for his extraordinary willpower and work ethic, describing them as unmatched and highlighting how his discipline and dedication truly set him apart from others in the sport.
Almost 5 years ago, my first fight with him, he came to me. He had a partially torn Achilles, and so that was right before his Angulo fight back in Oklahoma City. And we had about 10-12 weeks to prepare with a partially torn Achilles, and so I did a full assessment. His balance was horrible. His foot intrinsic, so like his feet were all kind of pointing in different directions. The toes were all weird. His balance was horrible. Core, everything. He was very weak, but you know, as I got to know him, I saw that the intangibles that he had was his willpower, his ethics, his work ethics, and everything was just on a whole nother level. But for him to get to that world champion level already with what he was working with was,
Gilberto Ramírez is described as having power, speed, offense, and defense that operate on another level, combining explosiveness and precision to make him a dangerous, complete fighter capable of overwhelming opponents with relentless skill and sharp execution.
Everything is really good.
Today's scrap you got first.
Today?
But
Man, that's an everyday thing. Today was easy.
I didn't
easy
win,
day.
for sure.
I actually got first place by accident.
My son
by accident.
At the press conference, Gilberto Ramírez shows respect toward David Benavidez, acknowledging his strength and promising fans an exciting showdown, emphasizing that their fight will be a thrilling spectacle for boxing.
And I'm so glad to be here to make a huge fight for this May 2nd. And I want to say, don't miss the fight. And Benavidez, his team, he helped me a lot for my first fight, world title fight. And I know him, we know each other, but I think it will be an exciting, super exciting fight. Pero Zurdo Ramirez.
David Benavidez and Gilberto Ramírez step face to face, their eyes locked with intensity yet filled with mutual respect. Neither fighter flinches, as both acknowledge the other's dedication, discipline, and strength, promising fans an unforgettable clash of champions.
You will see the WBA, WBO Cruiserweight World Champion Zurdo Ramirez against El Monstro David Benavidez, moving up to the Cruiserweight division. A fight that's been brewing for years. They've known each other for...
Gilberto Ramírez says the fight with David Benavidez is very exciting because they know each other well and expect a great matchup. He says he was not surprised the fight got made, explaining that both fighters and their teams were already working toward it. Ramirez adds that discussions started quickly after Benavidez's last fight, and everything came together smoothly in the end.
And 12 rounds, exciting, and we know each other, and we know that it'll be a really good fight.
How surprised were you that this fight got made? Like, did it catch you by surprise?
No, because he wanted, I wanted, my team wanted, we were working on it to make it happen, and I'm happy and glad to to happen right now.
When did you guys start working on it? Because to me and other fans, it came as a surprise. Like we weren't expecting it.
Yeah, before he get the fight, I think we was working on it in this fight, and then it happened, and then he just said that it happened during his fight.
Yeah, he last fought against Yard, I believe, in November.
Yeah.
So did discussions start like in October to make the fight happen?
Yeah. It was like pretty quick, the discussion and the fight, the deal. And
Gilberto Ramirez also said that Oscar de la Hoya was confident the fight would happen, and he is happy to be working with Golden Boy Promotions. The fight is set for May 2nd in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena, with both titles on the line. Ramirez praised David Benavidez for his last performance, calling him a strong, aggressive fighter who throws a high volume of punches and constantly pressures opponents. Having sparred with him before, Ramirez believes the fight will be a thrilling war filled with knockouts and non-stop action. He added that both are warriors, and the best must fight the best.
What do you remember most of sparring against David?
It was pretty good, but honestly, as a fighter, I don't remember. Like, I remember that I did many times sparring, but not like being in the ring, like how he moved and everything. No.
Do you think he's evolved? He's gotten better from what you remember?
Yeah, he got a lot better.
Yeah. In what areas do you feel?
Because he throw more punches. He's constantly like pushing to the guys, and I mean I just can say like don't miss the fight. Be a great fight.
So you're expecting like toe-to-toe, like
I expecting a war.
Blood.
Yeah, everything.
Knockouts, knockdowns.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
David Benavidez explained that his plan was never to leave the light heavyweight division permanently. Instead, he moved up strategically to capture titles, then returned to pursue bigger fights. He said his dream is to become a unified champion and believes he is already close to that goal. Benavidez emphasized that he understands concerns about his weight, but reassured fans that he will manage it himself. His focus, he said, is on delivering the biggest possible fights for the audience. He also mentioned that after winning titles, he plans to face top opponents like Artur Beterbiev, as part of building his legacy and giving fans the matchups they deserve. He added that the Beterbiev fight excites him the most because it would be a clash of two powerful fighters, a monster versus monster style showdown that fans strongly want to see.
Like I said, my plan wasn't just to abandon the light heavyweight division. My plan was come up, grab 2 titles, come back down, and make this fight with me and Bilal even bigger. That's exactly what I want to do. You know, that my dream is to become a unified champion. So I'm already there. You know, my foot is already there, basically at the finish line. So it's smart for me to come back down. And you know, obviously a lot of people are worried about the weight, this and that. But like I tell everybody, don't worry about that. Let me worry about that. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm just trying to give you guys the best fights possible, the best fights out there. And then after that fight, when I capture the titles, I'm going and I'm fighting Beterbiev. So I'm just trying to give the biggest and best fights happen to the fans. And you know, I mean, for me and my legacy, this is really what I feel like I have to do. Nobody tells me I have to come back down. Nobody else tells me I have to go and fight Zurdo Ramirez. Nobody tells me I have to fight Beterbiev. But I want to do it for myself because I know the fans boxing deserve.
Jermall Charlo said he wants the best man to win in the upcoming fight and hopes the event becomes a major moment for boxing, as both fighters are highly skilled and respected. He believes it is an exciting matchup and a strong example of top-level athletes competing against each other. Charlo added that he is focused on the winner of this fight because he plans to potentially face whoever comes out on top next. He made it clear that he is ready for any challenge and is closely monitoring the situation. For him, this fight is important for the division and could shape future matchups. He expressed strong motivation to compete for a world title and test himself against the very best, showing confidence, ambition, and full readiness for a major opportunity ahead.
Versus Zurdo, they're going for the unification fight. Who do you have in that fight, and would you like to fight the winner?
Honestly, man, it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? May the best man win, and when they do, let's get it on. You know, I don't want no excuses. You know, I want the better fighter to win. I want it to be a good fight. You know, I want them to show, I want it to be promoted and be a fucking big fight, because when we fight, it's better for me. You know what I mean? All I'm chasing is undisputed and legacy. You know what I mean? Everything else just comes with it. But I've always said the same thing. I've never taken my eye off the goal.
Henry Cejudo breaks down the matchup in detail, focusing on both fighters' styles, strengths, and tactical approaches. He explains that the light heavyweight champion being analyzed has an almost complete skill set with very few weaknesses, reflected in a record of 48-1 with 30 knockouts. The only loss he notes came against Dimitri Bivol, and he suggests that fight offers a possible blueprint for others to study. Turning to David Benavidez, Zurdo describes him as one of the most exciting fighters in boxing today. He calls him a come-forward counterpuncher who applies relentless pressure while still countering intelligently. Benavidez constantly looks to trap opponents on the ropes using feints, slips, and a high guard before unleashing powerful bent-arm shots to both head and body. Zurdo also highlights Benavidez's underrated technical ability, noting that despite his aggressive style, he possesses strong footwork, an effective jab, and impressive defensive variety.
That tells on his record. He's 48-1 with 30 KOs, and that one defeat came at the hands of Dimitri Bivol, a fight that we will be taking a close look at in this breakdown. Because when there's a blueprint to beating someone, you'd be stupid to ignore it. Now, as for David Benavidez, this is an interesting guy. I mean, I would say that this might be the most entertaining guy in world boxing right now. For me, he is the definition of a come-forward counterpuncher. He's always trying to get on the front foot, get his opponent on the ropes, do a little feint, some kind of defensive maneuver, whether it's a slip or a block with the high guard, and then get to work relentlessly to the head, to the body, with bent arm shots. I think that this guy is absolutely fantastic to watch. He truly lives up to the name the Mexican Monster, but he's not just a come-forward brawler. He's got a lot of skill and technique. He has very decent footwork. His jab is a very effective punch for him, operating out of that orthodox.
Henry Zurdo explains that David Benavidez is highly adaptable in exchanges, whether using a high guard, head movement, or foot positioning. He notes that Benavidez adjusts well mid-fight, but this bout presents a new challenge because it will be one of the first times he is not the naturally bigger fighter. On the other side, Zurdo discusses Gilberto Ramírez, saying he is often misunderstood. While many view him as a pressure fighter, Henry argues that at elite level he is more effective as a back foot boxer. Against Dimitri Bivol, Ramirez showed smart defensive movement, using his lead hand to control distance, mixing levels with body attacks, and using feints to create openings. He concludes that the fight is a stylistic clash. Pressure, aggression, and variety from Benavidez versus timing, control, and adaptability from Ramirez. According to him, small tactical details will decide the outcome in what could be a highly competitive and entertaining matchup.
In this fight, it's one of the first times we're going to see him dramatically outsized in a contest. But I think the thing that is most outstanding about him, that is the most elite attribute that he has, for me, is his defensive variety. Whether it's the high guard, whether it's a bit of head movement, or he moves his feet. I think that David Benavidez has just about everything to be that come-forward, pressure counterpuncher that he is today. So what is this matchup between these two guys? How do I think this is going to look? What are the key routes to victory for either man? What do I think that style will look like, generally speaking? You guys know that I like to study hard, and I like to also get to the crux of what a fight is all about. And that's what I'm going to try to position here for you, what I think this all comes down to, because there's a lot of small details we can analyze, but this, if you want to just understand it on a high level, this is what it's all about. Now for me, Zurdo Ramirez, he's someone who is often mischaracterized in the media as a fighter. You see, I think because he's Mexican and because earlier on in his career, you know, he was the much bigger man most of the time, massively weight bullying other guys in the divisions that he was in.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.